I don't know if it's just me, but like, or maybe it's Gemini season, but it's been feeling very slumpy, like very life slumpy and book slumpy. Gemini season has to go. I'm like hurt right now, but it just really sucks because I like, one of my favorite hobbies is making videos and reading, and knowing that I can't read because I'm like so slumpy, it hurts. I'm not okay, but it's okay. So welcome back to my channel, welcome to another video. So today's video I'm going to be doing a mid-year book tag. So I have read 19 books in 2023 so far. That is so bad. And my reading goal for by the end of the year, I want to read 40. So for the mid-year book tag, there's a set of questions. Best book you have read so far. We're gonna start off with a rom-com, and in my opinion, I think Sarah Adams is the best rom-com author out there. That is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I absolutely adore this book. It's amazing, and it's really inspired by Audrey Hepburn and When in Rome, one of her movies. And I love Audrey Hepburn. I love her. This was actually one of my 5 out of 5 stars. You have to get this one because this one is the best. I believe it's Grumpy X Sunshine. Like a guy named Noah and Amelia Rose. They're like kind of opposites. And he owns a pie shop, and the girl is a pop singer, and she's trying to get away from that pop star life, and so she's stressed out. So she was like, you know what, the closest to her is Rome, Kentucky. Her car broke down in front of Noah's house, and that's how they met. And then he was like, you know what, you could just stay here until your car is done. As both point of views, Noah and Amelia, and I just love it. Small town romance, and this girl's obsessed with Audrey Hepburn, so I could relate to her. So the next book is not a rom-com. It is actually, I think this is my first literacy fiction of But that book is Yellowface by Olive Kwong. It is a new release. It did come out this year. The booktubers that I watched, she got an arc of this book. She was telling in the video what it's about, and I fell in love with the summary. It was a 5 out of 5 stars. This book is about 2 authors. We have an Asian author and a white author, and they're both trying to get that spot of the best-selling author. And the Asian author is way more successful than the white author. Athena is the Asian author and June is the white author. Athena is way more successful and June is very not successful, so she's like very jealous of Athena and her success with her books. Then one day Athena died, and June saw Athena's new script for her next book, and June was like, ooh, this might be my chance to be the best-selling author. And the story goes from there, and it just opened my mind to the book industry and how hard it is to get into it and how to be successful. I didn't know anything about the process of writing a book. I didn't know anything. And then at the end, obviously it has like a little mystery thriller aspect to it, and I really enjoyed it. And I read this like in 2 days. It kept me on my toes, and I just wanted to keep reading it and reading it. I can't wait for Olive Kwong for her next releases. Any of you guys like literacy fiction, this is the one. This is the one. That last book is Manila Parks by Jessa Hastings. If you do not enjoy drama, it's not gonna be the best book for you. It's like Gossip Girl vibes, but this story about Manila and PJ, their love story. He's very sweet, don't get me wrong, he's very sweet, but he could be very, very immature and toxic. Actually, they're both toxic. It does have both point of views of Melonia and PJ. The one thing that's very remarkable, and he got 22 tattoos. Like, what? Like, a guy having 22 tattoos? Like, not even guys today will have a tattoo of their girlfriend. Every like page, I just wanted to highlight it because it's very poetic and very like quotable. Wow, where are these fictional characters? I hate how sometimes these fictional characters are not real. So the next question, let's see, best sequel. Okay, I don't have the first book for Butterfly. I don't have the first book because my sister decided to take it from my bookshelf, but I do have the second book, and that is the Shatter Me series by Tiara Mafi. I love this series so much. This is my first dystopian fantasy book, and I want to read the whole series. Jessa Hastings and Tiara Mafi are very quotable and very poetic with their writing. There's a little bit of romance in it, but it's mostly following Juliet's journey of controlling her power, and her power is if she touches somebody, they will die. And there's a little bit of love triangle with a guy named Warner and another guy named Adam. And another fantasy / romance is A Touch of Darkness by Scarlet Sinclair. Hades and Persephone love story or retelling, but it's not like the old century. It is a modern day. Actually, that's why I probably like both of these books, because they're both a woman main character trying to like control the power. Like, you see, there's a pattern here. She wants to be a journalist in the modern world, and I believe she doesn't want to do anything with the Greek mythology or the gods world. You see other gods in this book, and you follow her and Katie's love story, how they got to know each other, and I think there's a 4th book coming in October, so I'm pretty excited for that. So this is very like kind of like dark romance, so I'm probably gonna save it until October, because like Hades is like the king of the underworld and Persephone is the goddess of spring, but it does have spice in it, so beware of that story. And if you're into Greek mythology, I recommend this book. It's really, really good. The new release you haven't read, so trying to look for this book for so long. It's called The Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. Yeah, it's like a fantasy mixed with like a romance. That's all I know. All I know is like a gold cover, and everyone's talking about it. Everyone's getting 5 out of 5 stars. Literally on Goodreads, I think it has a 4.7 average rating on Goodreads. Like, what? That's insane. And I've been trying to get my hands on it and I can't find it anywhere. I've been looking at Walmart, refreshing Amazon, and it's like always sold out. And people are saying it's like a mix of Harry Potter with Divergent and Hunger Games. Till then, until I get my hands on it, I would never know what's gonna be about and what my rating is gonna be. The next question is most anticipating read. I want to read the 4th book of Touch of Darkness. It's called The Touch of Chaos book. So it is the 2nd book of this. It is so this book is called If You Had Been With Me, and this is like a young adult story, and it's about Autumn and Finn, their childhood best friends, and then in high school they grew apart. Autumn's very quirky, and like I love Autumn. She's just like, she doesn't care about anybody. She was wearing like her little tiara at school. It's like so adorable. Yeah, it's just their story or whatever, and this is Autumn's point of view, and I just think this is so cute, and I started crying in the book. So if you want to cry, get this book. The 2nd book, I think it comes out in November. If only I had told her. Yeah, it looks like this. It's like a cute little like cover, and it's like you just know you're gonna get heartbroken, and that is going to be Finn's point of view. Really excited to read that one because I want to see what's going on in Finn's head. The next question is the biggest surprise. Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. Okay, let me tell you about this book. So I did a video with my boyfriend. I told him to pick out a book for me at Barnes & Noble's, and yeah, that was a fun experience. That video's out if you're interested to see more in depth on my thoughts of this book. He's not interested in reading, so he was like, okay, this looks good, the sprayed edges is cool, just get this book. And then I was reading the back and I was like, George, let's talk about death. Yeah, I was like, I don't know, I don't really like death. I don't really like talking about death. I don't think I'm gonna like this book, honestly. And then he was like, you told me to pick out a book, and I was like, I did, but not about death. We followed this guy named Wallace. He's like a grumpy old man, office, blah blah, right? And he died. I just realized how most of these books are talking about death. We go through his journey about seeing the other side, and it just opened my mind to death. And like, I was like, is there even more things than heaven? He literally was watching himself die, and he was like, whoa, what is going on here? Why am I on the floor but I'm here at the same time? He met this girl, she's kind of like a reaper, guide him through the door. You see so many new characters that are also in the journey or to get through the door. I almost cried in this book. I gave this book 4.5 out of 5. The book should have ended like a few pages ago, or 300 something. Like, he could have left it and it would have been perfect. It would have been 5 out of 5 stars. But he kept going, so I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna just bring it down to a 0.5, but still very good. That was my biggest surprise because I did not think I was gonna like this book. So the next question is favorite new author. I actually have 2 favorite authors, and it's Sarah Adams, her rom-com books, and Tiara Mafi, her dystopian books. So one is very funny, one is very lighthearted and everything, and the other one is very like, I really love love triangles. I think that's my favorite trope. And Grumpy X Sunshine, very quotable, very poetic, and yeah, so I really like that. And those are my 2 favorite authors. I know Tiara Mafi has another series called This Woman Kingdom. I don't know what's it about, but I really, after the Shadow Me series, I really want to get into her other books. And let's see, newest fictional crush. Now I understand now, like, some of these guys in these books are like, wow. Character, if you cannot guess who it is Warner. And so yeah, and Elliot, oh my god, and Elliot from Love and Other Words. Oh my god, I love him. I love Elliot because he's like so sweet. I like book related guys in books. Like, in the books, if the guy likes books, I like them even more. Not a lot of guys read books nowadays. And the most beautiful book, I haven't read this book, okay? So I don't know if it's good. I don't know if I have a gem in my hands, or I don't know. But this is like the most beautiful cover I've ever seen. Like, look how beautiful this is. Like, this is, I know this is like a Romeo and Juliet retelling, but a modern world. And the Shadow Me series, every book of the Shadow Me series, it's like so cute. Like, look, like when you really look at it, there's like birds flying out of her lashes. Her tears are like icicles. Like, what? Like, whoever did this cover is amazing. Like, wow. Like, third book of the Shadow Me series had flowers coming out of her lashes. Like, it's so cute. And then the last question, last but not least, what books do you want to read by the end of this year? I really want to read all of the Tiara Mafi's books, including her new series. Like, her series are very addicting. She could take all my money. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you guys read any of these books. So if you need to find me, I'm probably on Barnes & Nobles. Bye!